A home is not a place, a home is a feeling. And 30 years ago, when our vendor, Mr. King, first purchased this property, he remembers clearly the sense and the feeling of achievement that day. And to our lucky buyer here today, just remember to enjoy the feeling of achievement in purchasing a residence that I'm sure you will call home for the next 30 years. A very good afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is James Doherty, and on behalf of our vendors and the team of Vision Real Estate, we welcome you all here today to our auction of 1 at 18 Bardolph Street in Glen Iris. Representing the team of Vision Real Estate, Tim Bindley's done a wonderful job in making the property and the sales documentation available for inspection over the course of the campaign. For your clarity and confidence, I will summarise the terms of the sales documentation and the rules of the auction. The terms of sale here today, as standard and straightforward, is the 10% deposit that we require from our purchaser upon signing the contract, but the balance of purchase money is due on my birthday, the 1st of August 2019. The vendor statement, section 32, well, that provides the all-important certificate of title, confirming that the property that we offer for you here today is known as volume 09976, folio 146, being lot 1 on plan of subdivision SP 036372G. The section 32 confirms that we stand here today in the esteemed municipality of the City of Boroondara, and the property outgoings do not exceed the sum of $4,755 per year. And that Vic Roads, well, they have no requirement in the land. Buyers, keep in mind when you are bidding here today that the auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and the conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit the auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for the property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price, and as the auctioneer will indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders from attempting to prevent others from bidding, and provides fines for this conduct. The rules permit vendor bids. The words that I use during the auction to indicate that I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are the words vendor bid. By law and the eye, as the auctioneer can place a vendor bid. Very clear and concise, I feel that to be, but I give you the opportunity now. Do you have any questions before we continue?
The Owners Corporation rates seem very high. Do these cover the building insurance?
The Owners Corporation rates most certainly do cover the building insurance. You'll find towards the back of the document in the Owners Corporation minutes there is a schedule, and it does give you a bit of an indication as to the amount that the building is insured for.
Thank you.
Best of luck with your bidding today.
Mr. Auctioneer, I'm loath to bid until the property is on the market. So if I place a bid before it's on the market, can you please refuse my bid?
Sir, that is I potentially seen that to be a conditional offer. I can't take conditional offers at this point in time. I will let everyone know when we do exceed the vendor's reserve price, but until then, bid strong and bid confidently today. Wish you the best of luck. Do we have any further questions before we continue? Very good. Well, in 1850, when Captain Henderson arrived in Melbourne on his ship called the Iris, the land that he originally acquired and quite aptly named Glen Iris was originally set to be used as a mechanics institution. But I think Captain Henderson would never have been able to imagine that fast forward to nearly 170 years later, that Glen Iris has been evolved to become the institution that it is today. For Glen Iris today is an institution of lifestyle, sport, recreation and education. From sunny afternoon bike rides along the picturesque Back Creek Trail to early morning swims at the Harold Holt Swim Centre. From Sunday morning footy games at Hartwell Reserve to Sunday brunch on Toorak Road. And as history has changed the suburb of Glen Iris, so too has it changed the history of 18 Bardolph Street. Once a humble single dwelling residence, our vendor Mr. King has taken the opportunity to share his love of Glen Iris while building 2 magnificent townhouses on the side of the property. And suited to the style of Glen Iris, the opulence that this home offers is truly a magnificent feat at that. The prominent and timeless styling of the brickwork leaves you breathless as you first approach this property. The open plan living and the proportions that the high ceilings give you a sense of space and a functionality that will suit you for years and years to come. and elegantly finished with those floor-to-ceiling windows opening to that beautifully manicured courtyard. This gives you a balanced space that will provide you with not only cosy movie nights, but everything through to the most illustrious event space for your gatherings with your family and friends. With an intelligent and well-planned layout, the tucked-away bedrooms at the back give you a feeling of privacy and tranquility. That means that your family, at no matter what stage they are in life, it will give you a functional home that will suit you for years and years to come. Well, a truly impressive home with an unsurpassable quality in a highly sought-after location, ladies and gentlemen. I look to you now for an opening bid or offer for 1 at 18 Bardolph Street in Glen Oaks. Opening bid or offer, take me away. I look to you now for an opening bid. Fantastic property here. The last...
My birthday's the 1st of August, so I'll give you 1.8.
The same as mine. Happy birthday to you. At 1,800,000, would you come with me for a start? Maybe I'll suggest 200 to get us there. At 2 million. At 1.8 for sharing birthdays. Happy to work with you, and happy birthday for settlement day. At 1,800,000, I have here, and I'll look to you now for a rise of 50 in the tag. At 1,800,000, 50,000 is what we look for.
45.
At 1,800,000, 1,845, good bidding, sir, and welcome in. At 1,845,000,
20.
At 1,865, good bidding. At 1,865,000, sir. At 1,880, 80 on top. At 1,945,000, good bidding, sir. At 1,945, I have another 20 on top. Can I say that seemed to be the pattern? But at 1,945,000, the bid's held here by the gentleman on the right, against you and anyone else holding back. At 1,945,000, looking for a further bid or rise, another 20 is what I suggest. At 1,945,000, first, second, third and final call. Yep. 1,945,000, 955. Welcome back at 1,955. Takes control again, sir. 1,955. Is that another 10? Yes. At 1,966. Good bidding, sir. I see the reserve price isn't concerning you today. At 1,966,000, I have looked you now for further bid or rise. Another 20,000 on top is what I recommend. At 1,966,000, just another 20 on top will get you in. At 1,966,000.
1,980,000.
At 1,980,000, good bidding, sir. At 1,980,000, I have another 20 on top who'd like to round me up.
15,000.
At 1,980,000, 1,995. Good bidding, sir. At 1.995, I have. At 2,015,000. Good bidding, sir. At 2,015,000, I have. I held over here against you and against you. Jump back in if you like.
12,500.
At 2,015,000, 12,500. At 2,227,500. At 2,227,500, another 15 on top. Can I say, sir? But at 2,227,500, bids held here on the left-hand side. At 2,027,500, look to you now for a further bid or rise. At 2,027,500, just another 10 will get you in. Can I invite you back in, sir? But at 2,027,500, looking for a better bid. First, second, third and final call.
5,000.
5,000 back in, sir, at 32.5. At 32.5, another 5. Can I say max back bid? At 32.5 to 35. At 2,035, I have. At 235, another 5 on top is it's 240.
2.5.
2.5, 237.5. Good bidding, sir. Another 2.5. Can I say?
Again?
At 240. Good bidding. At 2,040,000. Sir, I haven't forgotten about you. At 240, 242.5, I have. At 2,042,500. First, second, third and final call. 2,042,500. And jump back in. Could be a great day. Settlement day on your birthday. At 2,042,500. Looking for a further rise. 2,052,500. Good bidding, sir. That's a rise of 10. At 2,052,500. Can I see another 10?
Gavel bid.
Another 2.5. At 252.5, the gavel bid. Welcome in.
20k.
At 20k. At 2,072,500. Good luck to your gavel buyer. At 2,072,500, the bids with the gavel. Jump back in now if you like. At 2,072,500, haven't heard from you in a while. At 2,072,500 against you and anyone else holding back. But at 2,072,500, call it 3 times. First, second, third and final call. 2,077,500. Good bidding, sir. 277,500. At 2,077,500, sir. Another 5 on top. Can I say? At 2,077,500, and another 5,000 is what we look for. But at 2,077,500, the bid's held here. At 2,077,500, have a look at it. It's brand new. Where are you going? It's very few times in your life where you get to say, I've moved into a brand new home and this is mine. At 2,077,500, sir, jump back in now. At 2,077,500, another 5 in the rise is what I look for. First, second, third and final call.
15,000.
At 277,515 on top.
Yes.
at 2,077,515 on top takes us to 292.5. Good bidding, sir, at 2,092.5. At 2,092.5, show your strength, perhaps another 15 on top. So yes, 2,093. It's your lucky number because his birthday's on the 1st. At 2,093,500, 3.5. At 2,097. Good bidding, sir, at 2,097. At 2,097,000, I have perhaps another 3 in the rise. At 2,097,000, show your strength, perhaps another 15 on top.
And again.
And again at 2,102,500. Good bidding.
That was 3,500.
3.5 at 2,101,000. Correction, thank you. At 2,101,000, I'm a bit short of hearing, but my wife will say that too. At
2,100,500.
2,100,500 is dropped the half. At 2,100,500, I have, sir, another 5 on top. At 2,100,000, at 2,102,000. At 2,102,000, I have another 15 on top. At 2,103.5. At 2,103.5, I have, look to you now, another 1.5 in the tank. At 2,103,500, front and centre. So we're not on the market just yet, but we're getting there. You hold the best position right now because you are holding the bid.
Are we close?
So I can't tell you that. That'd be throwing the cat out of the bag, giving away my numbers like Bill Shorten certainly wouldn't. But at 2,103,500, another 1.5, can I say? How about you, gavel bidder? 2,105.5, good bidding, gavel bidder. Haven't forgot about you. Jump in and take control. At 2,105.5, at 2,105.5 is a 2.5 rise, was it? At 2,105. Sorry?
2,000. And again.
2,107.5, good bidding, sir. 2,107.5. At 2,107,500. Oh, good bidding there. That's a terrific bid at 2,022.5. At 2,022.5, I have right here another 15 on top, can I say? At 2,022.5, sir, not on the market just yet, but working our way there.
We're at 2,100,000.
2,122.5. At 2,122,500, bids held here against you and anyone else holding back. At 2,122.5, another 15.
Will 15k get it on the market?
So 15k won't get it on the market. It's a conditional offer that I cannot take at the moment. Cannot tell you that, but I will take your $15,000 bid. At 2,122,500, I'll take that 15. Good bidding at 37.5. At 2,137.5, I have taken back control, jump back in, perhaps another 15 in the price. At 2,137,500, I have over here, front and centre, against you, sir, and against you, and our gavel bidder and anyone else holding back. At 2,137,500, first, second, third, and final call. 2,137,500, another $15,000 anywhere. Then jump back in now. At 2,137.5, sir, another 15 on top, can I say? But at 2,137.5, I have. At 2,137,500, I have. Well, very well. I've placed a vendor bid of 15,000 on top. At 2,137.5, it's going to take us to 2 million. I'll round things up to 2,150. 2,152.5 for the 15.
We've got a gavel bid for 10,000.
At 2,152.5.
Before the vendor bid.
Before the vendor bid, I retract the vendor bid. Then at 2,142.5, good bid and gavel.
47.5.
47.5. At 2,147.5 on the gavel bid, jump back in if you like. 47.5, 52.5. At 2,152.5, I have right here, front and centre. At 2,152,500, look to you now for another bid or rise. At 2,152,500, another 5,000, can I say? At 2,152,500, first, second, third and final call, 157.5, good bidding, sir, in at the last moment. At 2,157.5, I have. At 2.157.5, I'll search you now for another rise of 5. At 2,157,500, haven't forgotten about you, perhaps another 5. At 2,157,500, bids held over here, sir, haven't forgotten about you either. At 2,157,500, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of quiet. I would have thought we would have seen a little bit more activity here. But at 2,157,500, I'll call it 3 times. First, second, third and final call, 2,157.5. Tempt you back in, man. Tempt you back in, sir, 2,157.5 and to our gavel bidder. If it does help you, it's the lucky day. We are on the market, we're unreserved and selling away in the absence of a better bid or offer. To this gentleman here. At
gavel bid,
2,157.5.
5,000.
5,000, 262.5. At 2,162.5, I have. At 2,162.5, the bid's there with gavel against you, and you as well, sir, and anyone else that's holding back. At 2,162,500, look to you now for a further bid or rise. First, second, third and final call.
1,000.
5 to get you in.
1,000.
263.5. Good bidding, sir. 263.5. In at the last minute. At 2,163,500. Perhaps another one, can I say? At 2,163.5, 2,165.5. At 2,165.5, 268, 2,168. At 168,000, I have.
168,500.
168,500. At 2,168,500. Look to you now for a further bid or rise.
2.5.
At 168,500 to 171. Good bidding. At 171, sir, back to you for another 2.5. At 173.5. Good bidding, sir. At 173.5, perhaps another 2.5. Can I say, Gavel, haven't forgotten about you. At 2,173,500. First, second, third and final call. 2,100,000.
1,500.
Good bidding at 2,175. At 2,175,000. Looking to give herself a birthday present on your birthday. At 2,175, I have, sir. Jump back in another 2.5. Can I say? At 15. At 1,500, 2,176.5. At 2,176,500, we're on the market and selling. At 2,176.5, 2,178. Good bidding at 2,178. Sir, haven't forgotten about you either. Or to the Gavel bidders. At 2,178, I have. Cannot take any late bids or offers. First, second, third and final call. 2.5. 2,179.5 I have. At 2,179.5, perhaps another 1.5 on top, can I see? At 2,179.5, he holds the control here, potentially the keys. At 2,179,500, sir, tempt you back in. A brand new home, man, tempt you back in at 2,179.5. There's more courtyards here than Carlton have won games this season. At 2,179,500, first, second, third and final call. No late bids accepted. At 2,179,500, the property is selling, sold. Well, congratulations to our buyer. An excellent feeling of a new home that I'm sure you will call for the next 30 years. To our underbidders, thank you for your participation today. And to Gavel, on behalf of the team at Vision Real Estate, my name is James Doherty. Have a wonderful afternoon.